raise that emotion, and that emotion can tip the scales.
Ball given away now. Hartford going to try and make Tampa Bay pay. Right side attacking. Galina. He'll lay it for Samaria. Ball in front of the goal and scored. Hartford Athletic has gone on top. A beautiful goal scored by Marcus Epps, the former South Florida Bull and longtime veteran.
Well, it's the African combination on the left-hand side. We talk about speed of play, Drew. Galina, it was broken up by Makalinga from Congo. Here's Ngalina from Congo as well. And here's the man from Sierra Leone. Right across the ball, right across the goal. The man from Sao Paulo against Leo Fernandes.
Line drive, looked like potentially a handball. The rebound out to Fernandes, and he drills it. Rowdies needed some magic, and it just happened.
The Brazilian doing Brazilian things. Leo Fernandes never gave up on the play, Drew. The free kick clattered into the wall. And look what it means to this Rowdies team. The former MVP. Excellent, excellent defensive play by Ngalina. But look at this follow-up outside of the foot.
Hartford attacking, trying to take one to the locker room. They go on top. Beautifully designed play. Mamadou Dieng puts Hartford in front.
It's too easy, Drew. The Shields, a little 1-2, and they're in behind Bodley and company. So too Aaron Guillen left wanting. And that is literally the last kick of the first half, and Hartford get right back on top. And Mamadou Dieng on the spot. But to get behind the defender on that far right-hand side was just too... When Jomov, just fresh legs coming in for Bodley. Doesn't give the same quality as Bodley on crosses, but certainly gives just as much industry and more pace.
Here's Bodley now, this one partially deflected and scored! Cal Jennings! The service from Blake Bodley, and we're tied at 2.
Well, how sweet is goal number 14? It's taken Cal Jennings forever. But boy, did he put some magic on this. Blake Bodley down the left-hand side. And what's the keys to the match?
Will effectively run back the set piece. Juan Torres. Driving inside. What a finish that is! The source of inspiration in the first half, putting Charleston in front. It's Juan Torres breaking the deadlock. Charleston 1, Loudoun 0. And the playoff hopes now hang by the slimmest of threads for the visitors.
Talked about him being the best player for Charleston Battery, the ability to bring players into this game, but can also go on his own. Two pedestrian-like from Loudoun United, no one close.
A 1-0 advantage for Charleston. Here's Loudoun breaking forward though, across towards Bitois, laying it off to Awuah, and there's the equalizer. Loudoun battling back, and their playoff hopes still afloat. Come back on. It is Kwame Awuah who levels the scoreline, and much needed for the visitors.
It's been the wide parts of the field for Loudoun United that they've really exploited against Charleston Battery. You put the ball in a dangerous area, you get rewarded, but it all comes down to awareness, decision-making, and composure from Bitois to let this thing come across his body, because he understands.
A match that hangs on a knife edge. Plenty of stakes at play. Juan Torres to the back post. It is loose! Charleston back in front! It's Arturo Rodríguez! Momentum stymied for Loudoun. Perfect set-piece execution, and Rodríguez the beneficiary. Charleston 2, Loudoun 1.
Mentioned it earlier, Loudoun United over the last couple games has really struggled with defending set pieces. No one.
Mertz, driving header is in! Kizza the tap-in! He's scored in 5 games running! And the Hounds, who control their destiny, have taken the lead on El Paso.
And the explosive start that this Pittsburgh Riverhound side was looking for, this delivery just absolutely spectacular. The shape, the pace, there's nothing that Jamali Waite can do.
The left wing back roll. Service laced in and headed in. Oh, it's Kizza again. And it is Pittsburgh's night alongside the Monongahela. 2-0 Hounds.
And we talked about big moments in playoff type matches like this. And these 2 deliveries have just been absolutely tremendous. And there is no answer from El Paso on how to defend it because of the accuracy, the pace. Look at the runs.
They have really kicked into gear this second part of the season, and a lot of passes, a lot of possession. The wear down teams. Dennis Sanchez last week, that was disappointed they didn't have enough shots and enough shots of meaning in good areas. So that'll be what they'll be hoping to generate today.
Got something generating right now as Las Vegas drops it over, and they'll drop it in. Las Vegas with a little tap, and actually 2 taps. And then the finish, and it's Las Vegas 1-0. Khori Bennett has scored again.
And it's JC Ngando who creates a lot of chances for Las Vegas Lights.
In a game where it's simple, you win and you're in. Talking about North Carolina FC and the USL Championship Eastern Conference playoffs. Headed back, here's Conway. Conway will give it back to Perez, the Frenchman. Send it back over. Oh, yes! Paco, Craig, and how about North Carolina FC level at
1. And just like that, Paco Craig, the captain, he wins the first. It's Bryce Washington, I think, who wins the first header, but it comes back in. Perez puts it right.
How much town properties added time will have? Don't think too much. A couple of goals, but fairly good flow. And how about North Carolina FC, the new all-time goals leader, Oalex Anderson Jr. And it's 2-1 North Carolina FC.
And what a goal. The delivery from Luis Perez. On the money, Evan Coleman.
Switching field, some chance here for Phoenix. Rito's open on this right side. Rito wants it. Rito on the breakaway. Rito tosses it back over. Margaritha finishes. Phoenix have the opener in transition in the 8th minute. The Rising lead 1-0.
That's a fantastic counter-attack. You can see how fed up Damien Lass is with that, but they were left too exposed there, Lou City. You've got to keep some numbers back when you get a corner, just in case this happens. And you have a look, Jake Morris does well with initial head. Kyle Adams has a crack, the ball gets cleared. Now where's the numbers back for Lou City? And it was just Adrian Perez, literally on his wall, and Ray Serrano, the 2 of them. And there's a red wave comes their way. Margaritha. Now this is so clever. Rather than try and beat the keeper, he just puts that ball in perfectly for Jearl Margaritha to stick it in the back of the net. That's unselfish play from Rito.
and it works out perfectly for Phoenix Rising.
Rhode Island still to play tonight. That match starts in about an hour. Have dipped to number 8. Adams swings this in. Harris touches it down. Harris strikes it and pummels the net. Lou City equalize on Harris's 18th goal of the year.
What a brilliant strike. Nothing that Rocco Rios Novo can do about that. And we were saying the pressure's been building. There's been too many opportunities. The quality of the strike force of Lou City is just too good, and they're going to take something eventually. But what a fantastic way that he takes it. Adams with the ball in, kills the ball stone dead, turns, and buries that in the top corner. That's a top-class finish. Have a look at the...
Perez loops this ball around. It's Harris again! Wilson Harris with his second goal in less than 5 minutes. Lou City out in front, 2-1.
Again, nothing Rocco Rios Novo can do about that. It's a fantastic ball whipped in. It's got nice bend in it. Wilson Harris just meets it perfectly, guides it into the back of the net. And that sort of pressure with balls coming in from all those angles, eventually something's going to work. When you've got this quality of Adrian Perez, cuts back here, bends it, it's bending in towards goal, but it's got pace. There were 2 at the near post. Elijah Winder was also there, so if Wilson Harris doesn't get it, Winder does. They've got numbers in the box, they've got crosses in the box, eventually.
Adams showcases that left leg again. It's Serrano chipping it over the top, and it crushes the net. Ray Serrano finds space, and it is a flawless chip. 3-1 Lou City.
And it's that same look on Rocco Rios Novo's face, like, what do you expect me to do, guys? Another good finish. Lovely little chip from Ray Serrano. What about the pass? Deep out of defense. And there were 2 strikers. There's Kyle Adams with the long ball, but Wilson Harris is there as well, and Ray Serrano. Both of them get behind the back 4, so question marks about the defending, literally queuing up here. Lou City, and eventually it's Ray Serrano who takes the initiative, just chips it over Rocco.
Swings this ball around. Back post! It is the capper. Phillip Goodrum pounds it in, and it's an exclamation mark on a record-setting season for Louisville. Win number 24, and a 4-1 lead here tonight against Phoenix at the end.
We were just talking about how good a header of the ball he is, but the cross as well. Jake Morris comes in with pace. Rocco Rios Novo upset. He felt Sean Tosh impeded him, but I don't think the goalkeeper was getting to it anywhere. It was going over his head, but Phillip Goodrum.
I have to tell you, Hunter Suti has saved his only penalty opportunity this season so far. Can he do number 2?
Arteaga puts the Rowdies on the score sheet.
It's all about keeping your nerve as cool, as calm as you like. Josh Perez likes it. But Drew, Arteaga's penalty, the reason why it looks so easy is because of his body language coming up to the penalty spot.
On the PA system, we may as well follow it up. Grand Central Brewhouse, a 2-story brewery, taproom, and beer garden located in the heart of the Grand Central District. The brewery featuring traditional lagers and ales poured directly from European-style tanks, resulting in fresher beer. Here comes Tampa Bay, and how about that? Danny Crisostomo doubles the lead for the Rowdies in the 25th minute.
Movement, confidence, and Aaron Guillen. Let's not forget where this play originated from. Aaron Guillen looked to his left and slipped it to the right. It allowed Blake Bodley to get the ball in momentum. And when he got the ball in momentum, the defense then had to close down on Bodley, and this freed up Crisostomo.
This is Fernandes. Leo's got some room to operate. Tries to split a pass through. Cal Jennings scores! Fernandes to Jennings. Could it be any sweeter?
Magic on Wednesday, magic on Saturday. Leo Fernandes and Cal Jennings continue to leave their mark on the 2024 season. Something out of nothing, a little counter-attack. This is the Rowdies' intensity, they break up the play. Here's Fernandes, Jennings checks, outside of the foot, right in the spot, one touch, second touch.
Pressure from Miami, Vegas just about gets it away. That's where Miami can have some danger moments as JJ Williams with an excellent touch. Noah Fuson collects himself and scores! With the aid of a ricochet, Rhode Island jumps out in front.
And so often that Rhode Island does is that counter-attacking transition. It's really critical to what they do. And it's not just about getting one player forward, it's about getting multiple runners above the ball. This is great play right in that moment from JJ Williams. Gets it across to Fuson, and really Miami recovers quite well, but Rodríguez is caught going to that near post. You thought the opportunity was missed right here, but
Noah Fuson is a former member of Forward Madison, USL League One. A few seasons back, then played with Columbus Crew 2, MLS Next Pro. It's on an Eastern Conference Championship side here as JJ Williams is going to walk this in for two. Well, it's a goal in some ways that sums up Miami's season. JJ Williams waltzes his way through, and Rhode Island are 2-0 up inside of 16 minutes.
And again, Miami's in an expansive shape during build-out, and this counter-attacking transition is just really hurting them. Dispossessed right in this area. Harivo's first on it, but it's the penetrating pass immediately that springs Williams in behind, and then this little deft touch right there. It's creative, and Rodríguez does go down, but I like that Fuson looks to play this in behind on the first one. That doesn't allow Miami to recover.
2-0 down here, and they're under siege again. It's won back by Ibarra. Holstead lays it off. Fuson assesses the scene, picks out Nodarse. Harivo back across, it's 3-0. First time finish by Mark Ibarra, and it's his first goal of the season for Rhode Island to make it 3-0.
And the name of the game in this first half has been runs above the ball. That is what Rhode Island has done incredibly well. Yes, their finishing touch has been on point, but runs above the ball is what has unsettled Miami. You'll see Harivo do it right here. It's been Williams most of the day. Harivo does it. It's well-timed. It's a great ball. You're not going to see a much better textbook goal than this. To get towards the end line, cut it back, and you get that.
Chance to put Rhode Island very much on the track for 3 points before the end of the half. And Williams delivers from the penalty spot. A first half brace for JJ Williams. And Rhode Island are on cloud 9 before halftime is approaching. It's 4-0 to the hosts.
This is an absolute no-doubter from JJ Williams. Steps up with a lot of confidence. We'll see how they got it called right there in that moment. It's
brace for JJ Williams. Noah Fuson has scored as well. Second of those from JJ Williams was from the penalty spot. And Mark Ibarra's first goal for the club as well. And then Michael Lawrence gets one back from Miami. Well. Michael Lawrence gives Miami a little bit of hope at the end of the half. And we've had a 5-goal half here in Rhode Island. It's 4-1.
And it was a bit hopeful from the wide area, but this is what happens when you serve it into the penalty area. Anything can happen. It comes off Stoneman's heel. Michael Lawrence, all you want to do, get that on frame with power. That's what he does, and anything can happen. So it's almost exactly.
What is Halloween? 5 days away.
Still
just
a little
never
further
quite
away.
know.
Right, exactly.
Final seconds of the half ticking away as Nodarse moves it forward. It's going to be a chance here. JJ Williams is in behind, and JJ Williams has a first half hat trick. How about that? His third, Rhode Island's fifth. And they have a 5-1 lead to take into the halftime break.
And again, as Williams celebrates there, going over to Rodríguez, getting the ball, it's that expansive shape again.
They're in.
Incredibly
48
impressive.
points.
Incredibly impressive because there's a lot of pressure when you're in a playoff position that you could lose that. So it's a whole different type of pressure that both of those teams had to come up against.
It's going to fall for Frank. No, Darcy! Wow, what about that? You say, I say, they all say no Darcy. Frank No Darcy makes it 6-1 to Rhode Island with his 6th goal of the season.
It is almost impossible to pick a favorite goal of this game, but that one might be a contender for me, if I'm honest with you, Sean, because the way he picked out his corner, you could almost like feel the thought process going on in his head, how intentional No Darcy was. It gets into the wide space. Quizera tries to put it in, but right here, you can just see him take a look, open up. Both defenders shift one.
Yeah, as it stands right now, Indy and Rhode Island will actually finish on the same number of points. Indy getting that 4th spot on a tiebreaker.
Well, so it seems fitting, right, for only those two to match up.
Dieng, it'd be pretty fitting if he were to score, and he obliges. 7 heaven on Judgment Day for Rhode Island. They lead by 7 goals to 1. And this performance will go down as one of the best scoring performances any team has had in the USL Championship this season.
The off-ball movement has been impeccable, especially in transition. See it right there, it's that turnover. It's Brito on the ball, the movement above by Dieng, well-timed. Palacios, instead of playing, is putting his hand.
He's gonna go back to the postseason for a 2nd consecutive year. Was the #1 at San Diego Loyal last season, now defunct side, and he's going back with his new club, Rhode Island, this season as Quizera leaks in behind here, and he scores! 8 goals for Rhode Island. And it just keeps on getting better and better for RIFC on their final night of the regular season.
Well, you could almost sense the relief, and now we're seeing finally that little smile coming out from Quizera. A more direct ball here. Quizera goes in over the top. Rodríguez tries to cut the near post, does get a touch on it, but enough power. Quizera's had a couple opportunities, so you could almost sense that he was happy. Okay, this one goes in. He does well just to get enough power on it with enough bend around Rodríguez and goal. And you got to kind of feel sorry for Rodríguez.
This is a side here, Chris, they've been one of the best sides at home in the championship this season. They've taken 11 victories out of 15 home matches so far. So this one goes in, and early it's Memphis striking just 2 minutes in. And it looks to be Jon Bakero, the former Phoenix Rising man, putting Memphis 901 FC up early here at the Lab. And that's his first goal in just his 10th appearance for Memphis.
Unbelievable start here for Memphis 901, and it's interesting just noticing that Lapa, we were talking about him dictating the midfield in the pre-game. It's a couple of times where Nanan Hosu has done really well defensively. There was one in the 18-yard box a few moments ago where he got nutmegged and could have bitten. Would have been so easy to give away a foul, and then again there, full flight on the left-hand side and does well to defend it.
Cross goes in, Hurst with the flick, and New Mexico have evened things up here 20 minutes in. It's Greg Hurst finding his 12th of the season, and the Lab has erupted here.
Just seemed like it came kind of out of nothing. Jacobo Reyes did really well to keep the ball in play on the right-hand side, and he was given pretty much the freedom of Isotope Park.
It's always incredible, Chris, when you see players that have an impact off the field. That's Memphis looking for an opportunity, and the shot, and it squeaks through, and Memphis have taken the lead. It's Cariaga putting the visitors on top, and the Argentinian has scored his 8th goal of the campaign.
You just said that this was turning into a shootout, and watching it develop, Cariaga's been the one from midfield who's been given the license to join Bakero up top and really become that second forward. And at full pace, so Kalen right, and he did give some different looks out wide as well. But yeah, there just needs to be something different going into the final stages of the game here, or you can only see one winner.
Turchi
Works his way past, and Memphis have scored a third here 63 minutes in. It's the substitute, Lucas Turchi, and he scores against New Mexico for the second time this season.
What a strike that was. Turchi just picks up the ball in midfield, stepping out from the back three, and with his left foot unleashes an absolute thunderbolt. I think maybe Jon Bakero saw it late as well. It bounced and had so much power on it, and just finds the bottom corner, and it was placed so well for such a distance as well. Absolutely unbelievable strike. Turchi ball of his chest in there, just popping the ball in there, but yeah, what a great save by Derek.
Looking back post, oh, and Vargas has pulled one back for New Mexico. It's his first goal in black and yellow, and New Mexico have a lifeline here in second half stoppage. What a way to score your first goal in black and yellow there for Marlon Vargas.
And now an opportunity will treat similarly to a corner kick with multiple players in and around the box for FC Tulsa.
Free kick into the danger area, and it's gone in! And is it Sawahi who got that touch? He's celebrating. I don't think anybody minds at FC Tulsa whether it's an own goal or whether it was Sawahi. But FC Tulsa have taken the lead. In the 10th minute here, it's FC Tulsa 1, Monterey Bay 0.
Strong start from FC Tulsa. Sawahi.
Owen Darm. Two Monterey Bay players go down. Delou comes up with the ball. Delou round the defender. He's just taken it too far. Now, chance for Andrew Booth here for two. Oh, it's a wonderful goal. The goalkeeper got a hand on it, but he isn't going to keep out that pile driver from Andrew Booth. FC Tulsa 2, Monterey Bay 0.
FC Tulsa has done a great job in this first half of finding opportunities in and around the 18 and executing
to preserve a 0-0 draw. Referee blows the whistle. Gutierrez comes up, strikes it right-footed into the net. And it's game on because Monterey Bay have got a goal back here. FC Tulsa 2, Monterey Bay FC 1.
You have to give a lot of credit to Gutierrez after that last play in transition.
Detroit, a good passing team that they've shown here in the first half. A strike from just inside the box. Beautiful right foot. Gets past Cisniega, and Detroit strikes first. Back in San Antonio, Maxi Rodriguez. That's the first goal of the match.
Yep, San Antonio native makes it 10 for the season. And it was only a matter of time with all that back-to-back.
Every bit. So Manley sent off before the whistle. Just the juncture in which it came, as well as now a goal two off of the red card. Detroit capitalizes on the opportunity, and they will head into the locker room up 2-0.
Oh man, salt in the wounds here. I mean, you could hear the crowd chanting "Ref, you suck," which they're known.
If you are at a top tier in terms of your goal scoring, you are going to be looked at, and you're going to be very valuable. It's easier to replace or plug and play maybe at other positions as an attack, and another goal for Detroit will make it 3-0 after the substitution to leave into the middle. Morris there as Detroit will celebrate the 3 on the board.
Detroit just having themselves a game. It comes from that distribution in the middle there. As I'd mentioned, there was a big pocket. They ran into it, and it's that late run completely unmarked. Part of that is because they moved.
Lambert trailing. Pucho moving through the shot, bouncing around, another shot and a goal! So that one netted. San Antonio finds some positive life.
Hugo in the right place at the right time. It's going to be his third goal here on the season. It's on loan from Toronto FC. For those of you just locking in, that feels to me like a win. To be in this situation, you're down 2.5. They score another third early on.
Yeah, there's a lot of space on the pitch.
Yeah, there's just so much happening all the time. It's really picked things up.
1-on-1 and a fourth goal for Detroit. Morris gets his second of the night, and he will gritty with his teammate as a 65th for Ben Morris.
I'm not totally sure how this was onside, but ref says go. But it's that finish there. Morris, composed, calm, adds another goal to the
Rocha looking to cross, back post. It's Dylan, heads it forward. Chance for Sacramento. It's put away. Baraka has gone ahead here in Republic territory. In the 85th minute, the relentless pursuit. It's a substitute who does it. And Colorado Springs switchbacks can smell second place.
We spoke about taking care of the ball, and unfortunately, Dami Villa tries to switch the play, gets intercepted. That was a fantastic delivery to the back post. And Justin Dillon keeps it alive. We spoke about Juan Tejada bringing energy and doesn't get it on the first try, gets it on the second.
Was it Tejada? Excuse me, it looks like Morocco from this angle. Let's take another look.
It was Juan Tejada, and again, this risky ball by Villa cut out, fantastic delivery.
Sent up here by Kizza. Ball driven crossfield, snap down, comes to Haggard, he could go. Haggard pumps over to the left, and that's home. There's the goal for Orange County, Dogman. And Orange County grabs the lead. They sit in 6th now on the last day. No simulation this time. Plenty of expectation from these fans. They've gotten what they've came for. 1-0 Orange County. He eventually did. Dunbar is caught in no man's land on the bounce. Ball driven over the top. Epps, could it be immediate retribution? Yes! Marcus Epps responds. Hartford pole level, and he's made good after being seen with a goal ripped away just moments prior. 1-1, 55 minutes in.
There's no taking that one back for Epps. It's just a long ball forward, and he's able to time his run forward. Good first touch to set himself up, and then a calm, composed. When you're most vulnerable after scoring a goal needs to be prevented.
Ball driven across. Sent back toward Dogman. Settles. Fire! Oh, whoa! He's got that dog in him! Ryan Dogman, 2 in 5 minutes. And that's the best of the bunch. 2-1 Orange County. They are going bananas in Irvine.
Absolutely unstoppable. As this loose ball comes to him, he's patient, he settles it, and then on the volley.
Calling for it, Danny Barrera. Barrera, that bounces down, turning, Dieng leaves it back, sits up in the air, lifted toward goal and in! Oh, Kyle Edwards! An unreal finish! Hartford equalize, and this game has been an absolute second half firework. Tip of the cap to Edwards.
We get another look at this one, the strike from distance.
Ball through Dunbar. He's able to wiggle by Osmanu. Playing this across, turning, Amon and scoring! Thomas Amon back in the lineup with a bang! Two equalizers from Hartford, 3 go-aheads for Orange County. Is that enough for all 3 points?
Get another look at this goal. It's a perfect ball, but then Amon still has a lot of work to do. His back's to goal. He's able to spin, and he slots it right into that bottom corner.
He will have a lot of pressure on him once they get into the postseason. More so than most, given the circumstances. Preston looping this ball in. Oh, and he finds the back of the net. Oh, he bends it in. Pure class there. Birmingham's on the board in the 21st minute. 1-0. That thing is filthy.
Out of nothing. From Preston St. Bonataka, it's that touch right here that creates a little bit of space. Njai gets too tight to him. Out of your body, but just notice the momentum and the way that he closes up his hips.
The only guy that matters, though, is Elton Garcia. He did not agree with the play. Bulls certainly take a look at it when time permits. Oh, out.
Stop
Goalkeeper, no chance. Oh, he can't get to it. Cyrell is badly burned. That is a disgusting goal to give up. It is 2-0 Birmingham. Pino's on the board, and Cyrell, there's not a hole big enough in the world to escape and jump into. Ricky, you've seen this 1,000 times.
Deadly in transition. You talk about the athletic ability and the pace to beat your individual marker to get to the ball, but also the awareness and the technical ability. Goalkeeper off of his line.
Play 2 into the box. There's their third. Feels like the nail in the coffin on the night for Oakland. They have just come out so flat, and Birmingham has done everything they've wanted to them to the tune of 3-0.
Just too easy. You put the ball in a dangerous area. Really well taken by Nwegbo. Donaciano can't win his individual duel. Johnny Rodriguez cannot challenge for it, but it's a clever header. Understand that you do not need to hit it hard. Just
drive from well out, easy to manage for Cyrell, and he bobbles that shot, and it beats him nasty to the far left-hand side. This thing has turned into a laugher for the home side. They're getting drubbed by Birmingham. 4-0 Legion. Preston with the brace. Check it out, Ricky.
just so unfortunate.
You call it unfortunate? It didn't look like he was ready, did it?
And to say that he should make, he knows it exactly. There's a little bit of movement.
Well, that drive was going to go on goal, and they score! 5-0 here in the 87th minute. You talk about a play that had no reason to unfold. Cyrell was caught dead asleep.
Enzo Martinez, the play that we highlighted in the open. No pressure on the ball. Does it take a deflection? Really difficult to see from that angle. It's a straight shot.